When the Sutro Tunnel was completed in 1878, it was one of the greatest engineering achievements of the American West. The 20,170-foot tunnel took nearly 9 years to build. And for decades, this tunnel was alive. Millions of gallons of water flowed from its portal every day.
This is the famous Sutro Tunnel. It was built to drain floodwaters that menaced the Comstock lode. Geologists still explore the deep shafts. Untold millions in silver ore, like this vein, remain untapped, for its recovery is economically impractical.
Then, in 1942, everything changed. When World War II began, the federal government ordered most gold mines shut down, bringing generations of mining on the Comstock to an end. As the men went off to fight in the war, the Sutro Tunnel was left behind. Buildings deteriorated, the entrance collapsed, and the landscape slowly reclaimed the site. What once echoed with the sounds of industry gradually faded into silence. For more than 80 years, this remarkable piece of history sat vacant, until a dedicated group of volunteers and preservationists began the enormous task of bringing it back to life.
A group of volunteers called Friends of Sutro Tunnel wants to change that.
The whole point of the Friends of Sutro Tunnel is to restore and save the Sutro Tunnel historic site so that we can eventually get it open to the public.
But years of neglect had caused the tunnel entrance to collapse.
One could squeeze through this blockade of collapsed timber at the entrance of the Sutro Tunnel. But even if they could, it wouldn't be safe.
We don't know the condition of the inside of the tunnel. You send a person in there, and because of the air quality, they could die.
Hoping that the tunnel had only collapsed at the beginning, the Friends of Sutro Tunnel sent in a special drone.
Friends of Sutro Tunnel hired E-Rock Associates who used drones to gather the information.
And the Sutro Tunnel is launching a drone that will be helped to use to find additional parts of the historic landmark in Dayton. Nobody has seen inside that part of the tunnel since the late 1970s when it partially collapsed.
What you are seeing is footage captured beyond the wall. These images offer a rare glimpse into a place few people have seen in more than 80 years. The specialized drone showed us that the air quality was safe, and LiDAR showed us that beyond the blockage, the tunnel could be restored. In addition to restoring the site, the new goal of repairing the nearly 4-mile-long tunnel became a priority for the Friends of Sutro Tunnel. Since restoration efforts began, countless hours have been devoted to uncovering, stabilizing, and preserving this remarkable site. But the Friends of Sutro Tunnel's work is not over yet. With continued preservation, future generations will have the opportunity to experience one of the greatest engineering achievements of the American West. Thank you for being a part of our journey.